Thunderdome Gaming Reviews, where players go head-to-head with the video games themselves. Today's video game review is FarCry Primal. Fight!
Ooh.
That sounded cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
All right.
What's up,
so,
everybody?
FarCry Primal, ladies and gentlemen, is a game where you are supposedly...
You're supposed to introduce yourself.
Fuck.
That's okay. We're still going. Okay.
still going.
What's up, everybody? This is Steve, a.k.a. Beer Viper.
And my name is Andre, a.k.a. Dumbass.
That's not your gamer.
I don't know.
Death Mask. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Deathmask double O.
What are we looking at today?
Well, as you so kindly introduced us, we are looking at FarCry Primal,
Yay.
which seems like a good game in practice.
Good gay?
Yeah, I know, good gay. Good gay to you, sir. Which seems like a good game in practice, but is it really that good? Is it good enough to beat us? Is it good enough for you to drop $60 of your hard-earned cash
$60.
on this game?
Well, first of all, before this thing gets started, let me say something about Best Buy, and I'm not getting paid by them or anything, but $30 will get you 20% off brand new games. So you're like $47 for a brand new game. So
It's bullshit. Steve's getting paid. No, I'm just kidding.
no, I wish. Anyway, well, let's look at this game, man. I know I put about 4 or 5 hours in it so far, but
And I pretty much tripled your game.
yeah.
So, anyway, for the absolute nerd who's played this a lot more, I actually hated this game for the first 3 hours. You are literally playing a movie and you can't do shit.
Yep.
It is like, oh cool, they give me a spear. I throw a spear in the mammoth's eye, and then now I'm just seeing a saber tooth rip my buddies apart, and now I'm in a walking simulator going from point A to point B.
And you want to tame them right away, like you can't.
You do. It's all about taming. Ubisoft's like, hey, let's tame. And then it's like, oh, but wait, we have to hold your hand. Console gamers are stupid.
Have some blue balls.
I'm sorry. We need to dumb everything down because we got to show you the shiny objects. You got to know how to collect stuff. It's fucking stupid. It pissed me off to no end. It took me forever to get past the first 2 hours. But once you get past the first 2 hours, you actually see a very pretty game. It's nice. It sounds good. Everybody's speaking in this whole caveman talk. You know, you're the guy Takar trying to...
Takar.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of a weird name. And you're trying to put together your tribe called the Winja-E. Trust me, I had to listen to that stupid thing about 100 times to figure out the pronunciation. But Winja-E, even though it's spelled W-E-N-J-A. However...
Did you watch The Lion King to get pumped for the game?
No, The Lion King would have been better. Anyway, so moving on.
Oh, that's cool. You get to fucking ride animals too. See, I haven't ridden an animal yet. That's how
Yes.
not deep I am. I love the game though. I think
But
visually
this
it's awesome.
But this is one of the key aspects of it is you're in a living environment. Animals move around all over the place. It looks good. You're going to see me not shoot that bow very well. But you can ride animals. You can tame animals. You can do all sorts of stuff. And it's really neat. The only problem with... Yeah, I know. Yeah, the only problem with the world itself is you will literally run into somebody every 5 to 10 minutes. And the video you guys are going to see doesn't showcase that because I got so annoyed I stopped recording on those parts because it pissed me off. It literally forces you to fast travel from point A to point B instead of walking around. I mean, as you can see...
Are they live events kind of like an ESO, how an event comes down?
They're kind of stupid. It's like, oh, save this guy, fight this
And they're
leader.
kind of repetitive after a while.
Oh, they are totally repetitive.
Yeah.
But it forces you to do that because you got to increase your population in order to get all the cool perks.
Right.
But I mean, like all these animals you're going to see, I mean, are tameable. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure almost all of them are tameable. I'm not sure about some of these big ones that I haven't gotten to yet. But for the most part, if you can see the animal, you can tame it. Other than the deer and some of those other things that you obviously wouldn't want to tame because they serve no purpose.
Right.
But the first pet you get, which is what you're seeing right now, is the owl, which is annoying because you had to go through a 30-minute stupid walking simulator just to get your first pet.
That thing, I'll tell you what, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Seriously.
I just want a fucking pet already.
I know, it's annoying. But once you can get past the 2-hour garbage, the 30 minutes of trying to figure out how to tame something, you can finally start enjoying this dumb game. Now, I say dumb game because realistically speaking, it's just an open world, you know, first-person shooter, except it doesn't have guns. It has
what do you think
bow and
about
arrows.
that? No guns, no vehicles.
I actually like that. I'm one of those old-school fantasy, nerdy kind of guys. I like that. I even like the crossover fantasy, steampunk,
Right.
magic fantasy. So I'm liking it.
You know what? The problem I had too, though, I was noticing you picked up a plant there. I can only hold like fucking 16 arrows, and I can't find wood.
But that brings up a
Save
good
my life.
point. Crafting in this game is life. You have to live off the land. You have to find these
Good.
trees, these rocks, these special, mats. I mean, you can, with these mats, that they require you to collect these to make certain health potions or certain crafting materials to upgrade your spears or how many arrows you can hold. Because, I mean, you can get up to a really high amount of arrows. Like right now I can hold 64 arrows, like 8 spears. I can make bombs like bee bombs, fire bombs.
And the owl drops the bombs.
Exactly. Well, if you upgrade it. And then that's another thing that brings into is the crafting system or the skill system, which you guys will see here hopefully in a minute. And it showcases all of the different skills you have. I mean, there's quite a bit. I mean, not all skills cost 1 point. Sometimes you got to save up 3 points for a better skill. Sometimes you only got to save up 1 for kind of an entry skill. But it forces you to go through each tier of skills. So if you wanted to be able to tame a saber-tooth, you got to get up all the skills before that to get to a saber-tooth like you can see me having here.
I only have like a white wolf, a dole, or what do they call those little fox thingies?
Yeah, the dogs, the DOHLs, the dolls.
Dolls.
Yeah,
Dole.
they're dumb. I don't. They're a stupid animal. But
The wolf is awesome though.
oh, the wolf is badass until you get like a jaguar and a leopard, and then that's
Then you're like, fuck the wolf.
that's much more badass because they can stealth kill. That's why they're cool.
Now,
So-
can you tame a mammoth after you can ride a mammoth?
You
right?
can only ride a mammoth. You can't tame one because
They don't attack people then? You can't
no,
have
they
them
do,
attack? Oh.
and I wish I had the footage for that because I got my ass kicked by elder mammoths. I mean,
I know you keep talking about that. I want to see some action. And you getting your butt kicked by a mammoth.
I know. I should have showed it, but it's embarrassing because it was really, it was really bad. But I mean, it's like what you've seen in real life. An elephant runs your ass over, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nah.
It basically raped me in the butt.
No, what do you, when you're picking up these flowers and stuff, what are you doing with them? Making health or?
Well,
like,
you can do a
what's
lot of
all that
stuff.
about?
Some of the flowers are used to upgrade your villagers, which you have this, which is nice. I mean, that's another thing to talk about is you get a base. You get a base, you get all these people you got to rescue, and as you're rescuing these people, you can upgrade their huts to get access to better skills and better weapons, and every single item in this game is used in some sort of fashion like that, whether it be upgrading your stuff, whether it be upgrading your bow, because, eventually you get longbows, double arrow bows, heavy maces, different kind of bombs, and all these things can be upgraded. I mean, you even get shards that you can throw at people.
Shards?
Yeah, like it's called the Blood of Oros. You get a little black shard, and you can, after you do a takedown from somebody like sneak attack,
Right.
you can throw this shard at them with that ability, and it kills the other person. Oh, it's badass.
That's cool. What's the coolest weapon in the game? Is that would be the shard?
Well, I don't think there's any weapon that stands out. I think the best weapon I like to use is the spear because of the sheer damage it does.
Right.
And especially since you can set the spear on fire, a lot of the animals don't like fire.
You can set the arrows on fire too. I love doing that to
Yeah.
the dudes and just.
Yeah, it's funny because they get set on fire, they run around, oh my god, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. And so, it's kind of neat that
Whoa.
way. And especially at night, yeah, I know.
Are you throwing clubs at a buffalo? What is that?
Hey, I don't like the buffalo.
Oh, and then you put an
Hey.
arrow into your companion.
Hey, let's not talk about that, okay? I screwed up. Let's not talk about that. So moving on from my embarrassing play, because trust me, guys, I am not the best first-person shooter. This game does put you in the mindset of you're this very teeny tiny primordial dude in this big valley trying to piece together your clan that just got the shit kicked out of them by the Uldam, and I forgot the other guys because I can't pronounce their name, but it starts with like an I. And those two factions are the ones you're trying to beat up against. And so as you can see here, they got areas of snow, they had areas of forest, they had hilly areas, they got areas where it's like a plains land.
There's you touching a rock. That was very awkward how I don't. It's just so weird how you
It was
search.
very
I know it's
cheesy.
a video game, but
Well, I don't know, all the gathering stuff was sad.
Far Cry 4 has that too, where you.
Yeah, the whole Far Cry series is riddled with very sad animations on collecting stuff and crafting. But where it excels at this game is the combat system's fluid. The AI is very smart. I mean, they'll flank you, they'll throw bombs at you, they'll throw spears at you, and they won't stand in place. They'll actually move around. If you're aiming at them, they're like, oh, hell no. I'm dodging your arrow. So it's kind of annoying, and the animals do the same thing.
Right.
But what's also neat is you don't just get basic animals. You can put on your hunter vision, and if you see like this cloud of smoke, which is like a scent, you can find rare animals, and you need a lot of the rare animals to craft. And some of the rare animals actually have different abilities that you would like. For instance, you can get like a rare, jaguar as an example, and that rare jaguar is immune to fire and has like stronger speed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. It makes you want to go out and find these animals. But what's the worst part about it is the fact that it's RNG. You could be in one area where the map says you can find wolves, but none of the wolves will be there, and so you got to roam around to actually find these wolves. But another thing, like
the
what
red
you've seen,
striped wolf is one of the
yeah,
rare
the
ones.
white striped wolf.
Yeah, I found the striped one.
Yeah, that one took me forever. Closer to the end of the game.
It's like one of the first ones I found.
You lucky son. But as you can see there, that's how you get bonfires. You can do the same thing with outposts. When you take over outposts, you get those areas for like fast travel.
You didn't get a badger yet. I want a badger.
I don't have the badger yet. I got it now, and the badger sucks. You don't
Oh,
want
he does, but he's so awesome.
The only ability it gets is it scares away other animals.
Wow, badgers, we don't need no stinking badgers.
Pretty much. They're really, and all they do is hiss it. And
Really?
that was disappointing. And as you can see right here, I got the double club because you can get multiple weapons and you can switch back and forth between them seamlessly.
So you can throw them at Buffalo.
Yeah, I know. But other than that, my only gripes in this whole game was the fact that it forces you to fast travel, which breaks the immersion. And it also over tediously forces you into the crafting world. So if you're not a big crafter, you're kind of not going to like this game. And if you're a big Far Cry fan, you may not like this game because they totally took a different area with the whole setup and the whole 10,000 BCE kind of thing. However, from a person who doesn't play a lot of Far Cry games, I absolutely loved it. The storyline's a little weak, but I mean, you also get like people in the storyline who, yell at you, piss on you, make you drink blood. It's kind of funny. I don't want to ruin it for you, which is why I didn't show it, because it's funny.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. I really don't want to show it to you, but it's a map. The map's fairly big. I mean, it's awesome. But other than that, down to the end of the day, is this worth $60? Does this game whoop our ass and make you want to buy it, or do we whoop the game's ass and say, you know what, you lost. You didn't win in our Thunderdome. And I have to say in the end, it did win. However, I caution, it is still a $60 game, but the reason why I'm okay dropping $60 is there's no stupid season pass,
yeah,
and there's no stupid DLC.
That's what I was going to ask you just
What
now.
you pay is what you get. And because of that, and because I had fun in the game, and that's really what I want to get, is if the game's fun,
right,
it's worth buying. So it wins in our Thunderdome.
Just to ride a badass saber-toothed tiger?
Yeah, that's pretty badass. And, that's what it is. I mean, you can see there's snow on the damn tiger. I mean, they do really good with it. So, in the end, I really have to say, if you're looking for a game like this, drop the $60. You won't be disappointed. Unfortunately, there is no multiplayer. Forgot to talk about that.
Oh, let's talk about that. We got 2 minutes. We're good.
Okay, well, real quick, talking about the multiplayer.
There's no multiplayer. What the fuck? They just took it out. That sucks.
Realistically, I can live without the multiplayer just because it's an open world game like Fallout 4. Multiplayer would kind of make it a little unbalanced, and it would make it a little too hard to do things with, because you got two players in an open world environment. You could be at one side of the map.
Awesome though.
It would, but
think about it.
No open world game other than MMOs have actually pulled that
At least
off,
team deathmatch and just have some maybe objective games capture the saber-tooth. I don't know.
So moving on, this is Thunderdome Gaming Reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. If you like, go ahead and click on subscribe on our YouTube channel. We're not asking you. And if you have any comments, any games you'd like us to review, or general feedback, go ahead and post them, because we invite trolls. Go ahead, troll us. We know you're going to.
We are trolls ourselves.
Unfortunately, yes, we've done it before, and it's sad. And
Everybody's trolled.
Yeah, I know. But all right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time.
Peace and bacon grease.